Hello and welcome to ISTV English News. First, the top stories. Terrorist kills 12 people in Kashmir, including Lieutenant Colonel of Indian Army. R.K. Hemakumar appointed as principal in charge of MIT. Agitating students returned back to the hostel. And Irawat Celebration Committee observes 62nd State Mourn Day. Now the news in detail. Terrorists dressed in army fatigues today attacked first a police station and then an army camp in Jammu and Kashmir this morning, killing 12 people, among them a lieutenant colonel of the Indian Army. The audacious attack comes just 3 days before the Prime Minister meets his Pakistani counterpart in the US. Dr. Manmohan Singh has called it one more attack and barbarism by enemies of peace and made it clear that his plans remained unchanged. We will not allow it to derail our attempts to find resolution through the dialogue process, he said in a statement. 4 terrorists entered Jammu region from across the border this morning, said Home Minister Sushil Kumar Sindhe, quoting preliminary reports according to PTI. The heavily armed terrorists attacked the Hiranagar police station in Katau district of Jammu and Kashmir at about 6:45 this morning. They shot the sentry outside the 3 cops inside the police station and then escaped in a truck that they hijacked to surface in an Indian cantonment in the adjoining Samba district. At the camp, they reportedly walked into the officers' mess and killed at least 5 unarmed army men, including the lieutenant colonel, who was the second in command of the 16th Cavalry, the armed corps unit attacked today. A gun battle is still on. Army choppers are hovering over the site. CRPF and police personnel have joined the army in the attempt to flush out the Fidayan or suicide attackers. 2 of them have been reportedly killed. The commanding officer of 16th Cavalry is among over a dozen people injured in the 2 attacks. BJP President Rajnath Singh said the PM is in a hurry to start dialogue with Pakistan. There should be no talks with Pakistan unless there is a conducive environment. Mr. Singh accused Pakistan of continuing with its strategy to strike at will through a proxy war of terror. But Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah said the terror attacks today were clearly aimed at derailing the proposed dialogue between the 2 PMs and that not going ahead with the talks would mean the militants have won. Agitations of MIT students over their demand to remove Principal in charge Dr. T.H. Kulachandra on alleged charge of corruption and irregularities has been over with the appointment of R.K. Hemakumar as Principal in charge after relieving Dr. Kulachandra from the post. Speaking to the media persons after appointment of Principal in charge, former Dean of Students' Welfare, Manipur University, R.K. Hemakumar assured to take up all possible means in the Institute for the welfare of the students. He further informed that he will urge the concerned authority to address the problems and demands of the students at the earliest.
Suspend Tauba Hanmoina Hypadegi members in Gasing Club, Akoibigi Club, Educating Member Club, Satusing Club Toraga, Haying the Gi, Norman Class Hoba Hanelare. Haying the Gi full working hour Irang Laitre, Zip, Normancy, Sati Singly, my person at Chamber, Yan Hira, the Yakula, Nahang Pradasana, Wabina, Sata Sinti Kera, over the Galaxy, but that's in the Tanaraga. No, what person, she's make up Tomogo. I am pulling a has the way.
A student of the institute speaking to ISTV News observed that the casualties suffered to the students during the course of the agitation is very unfortunate. He also expressed gratitude and happiness to those who have extended fooding and lodging facilities to the driven out students of the institute at Terayeng Komlera Community Hall in their trying times. He also expressed the hope that newly appointed principal in charge, Professor Hemakumar, will definitely take up welfare activities of the students.
Democratic agitation inquiry manungi oina suspend taujare inquiry asina namno chungna tobirakani haina hoi satra singa khanjai adu lago thidina negative response pi phangjaba taradi hoi yana democratic agitation se amu revoke taujagani na thamjari sima.
It may be recalled that a meeting held at the committee room of Manipur University on 24th September has decided to appoint R.K. Hemakumar of Manipur University as principal in charge after relieving Dr. Kulachandra from the post of the principal in charge of the institute. It also resolved to conduct an inquiry against Dr. Kulachandra for his alleged irregularities and corruption in the institute. The inquiry committee comprises of retired IAS officers R.K. Angusna, C.H. Birendra and P. Bharat Singh. Party members of CPI Manipur State Council need to follow the ideals and principles of late pioneer Irawat with dedication. This was stated by Secretary CPI Manipur State Council Dr. M. Nara on the occasion of 62nd State Morn Day held at Irawat Bhavan today. One time Irawat Associate Comrade Ibohal, Irawat Celebration Committee President Comrade N. Mangi and other executive members were also present on the occasion. Floral tributes were paid to the statue of late Irawat and a 2-minute silence was observed as a mark of respect to the late leader. Comrade N. Mangi had described Irawat as a man who worked for a classless society where all men enjoyed equal status in the society and who sacrificed everything for the sake of the society. The Fundongbam incident happened due to the stiff opposition of Irawat in the formation of Purvanchal state comprising of Manipur. He breathed his last at Tango in Myanmar after he was declared an underground after the incident. He further stressed the need to remember him by the present generation. Dr. M. Nara advocated the need to follow his aspirations to work for the society. We should never look down fellow human beings, elevation of poverty and to enjoy equal rights by all the people and should try our best to achieve it.
Member moina khoi gi those ira bo na pang thokpa loishilamdaba thabak kaya ama pang thok kani haibase ai khoi wasu khoi and this should be the promise of the communists to be mahak proletarian internationalism the thazab vishapana sunadagi ai khoi gi lam mache amagi natra fruit of kiwan. He was a true Marxist, a communist.
Executive Officer of TP Cell Hill and Engineering Wing of Cooperative Department, Okram Joykumar of Singjamai Thongamlekai was found dead in a suspicious manner inside his vehicle. He was found dead inside his bolero at a big hole located at Ngai Khongkhunau within Bishnupur Police. The registration number of his bolero is MN01W0948. The key of the vehicle is found missing. According to the information received from the family, 4 persons came to the residence of EEM Ranjit. Among them, one Bizen from Chingamaka who worked as an EE in PWD was there. Till 9 p.m. Joykumar was in contact with his wife saying he was at the hotel Imphal. Brother of late Joykumar, Bhogendro said morning workers found his brother inside his bolero at a big hole. He further said there is a strong suspicion over his death and urged to conduct a proper inquiry. Secretary of Siroi Club Singjamai Thongamlekai Jadumani said, Joykumar being the president of the club is a very good person who always thought for the welfare of the public. He observed that his death might not be due to an accident. He expressed strong possibility of involving some person behind his death.
Siroi Club ki president wen thong kubi ni ju jik se ado aina so ngasai ayukta phone to mai number se we rawat ki celebration tan khana se ado ga soi op to a taw kan se da ikhang khang hona sumana phone lai mai to ga a ta le ko le taw kan siri ba gi mong si paw sum long na mutan da ma gi gari si puri ba gari si soi dai mong da soyom da ba so phang da ba adigi hariba mahak masamak gali gi onarama oina maksi tung da phammaga leramba sumbada kitang aikoi gi sai tegi di kitang jingnabam di phawi ado masi yaraga di koina kainu upayam taro koi mari lenaba ki sai tegi kitang thijalhaning bum su koina phawi masmai aina thamjani.
That's all we have in the news, but before we conclude the top stories once again. Terrorists killed 12 people in Kashmir including Lieutenant Colonel of Indian Army. R.K. Hemakumar appointed as principal in charge of MIT. Agitating students returned back to the hostel. And Irawat Celebration Committee observes 62nd State Morn Day. Thanks for joining with us. Goodbye.